Graduation season is here, and we're turning all the way up. The stage is set, the caps are ready to fly, and destiny is calling. On this special graduation edition of Broadcasting Breakthrough, we're joined by the radiant, powerful, and unstoppable Bria Donice. You've seen her shine as Mama in Raisin in the Sun, and now she's graduating Magna Cum Laude. We're talking journey, purpose, and purity. So get ready, because it's about to be a breakthrough. Welcome to Broadcasting Breakthrough, the show where we spotlight powerful stories of growth, purpose, and triumph. I'm your host, Caitlin Baxter, and today is special. Joining us is someone who has walked the walk, lived the lessons, and now stands on the edge of a brand new chapter. She's a graduating senior, a theater major, who just lit up the stage as Mama in Raisin in the Sun, the one, the only, Bria Donice.
Hello.
Bria, welcome to Broadcasting Breakthrough. I'm so excited to have you here. First off, graduation is right around the corner. That's a major moment. How are you feeling standing at the finish line of this chapter?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me. I'm super excited. I feel like it's not really real. Like, I think it's starting to hit me now that graduation is literally next week. Mm-hmm. So I'm just, reminiscing back on everything that I've been through to get to this moment. I've been through many trials and tribulations. I've been in the hospital. Had depression. So many things have happened for me to get to this moment. So for me to be able to stand here and say I'm graduating, is a miracle.
And not only are you graduating, you're graduating from the Alabama State
University. Yes, Magna Cum Laude. Yes.
Don't play with her. I know your journey, and I'm just so excited for you. Now, we know you just played Mama in Raisin in the Sun, and you put in that work. Yes. Could you tell us more about that? Could you just tell us about the experience?
Yes, I would say the experience was nothing but amazing. It was one of the hardest roles that I ever had to do, because one thing that our director, shout out to Nicholas Jordan, yes, he really taught us to not just to act, but to just be in the moment. Literally put yourself in the life of the character. We're not just playing a role, but we're trying to put ourselves in the life of the character, who they are, where they lived, really doing a backstory of how did they get to where they are, and just really feeling every emotion they feel, because we don't want to just play emotion on stage. We want the emotion to be real and authentic. So I think the hardest part for me was to really put my experience as Mama was an older woman. So making myself put an experience of being an older woman and feeling what she felt in certain moments and in tragedies when her son took the money, and how would that make me feel if that happened to me in real life. So it was a great experience. It was a lot of hard work, long nights in rehearsal to late, learning lines and putting so much work into it. So yeah.
That was great. So what is one thing that you could say about Mama that just really was just you know what, solidified, I'm that girl, this acting is for me, this is really my purpose?
I think because I didn't give up, because there were so many times that I wanted to give up because it got hard. So at the moment when I told myself I'm not going to give up, I'm going to push all the way to the end, I knew, okay, this is my destiny. This is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life.
I love that. So we know that you're a woman that lives with intention and just goes off intention. You have your own ministry, Purity and Purpose. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So Purity and Purpose was founded in 2022. It's basically a ministry helping women in their abstinence journey. And if you don't know what that means, it means saving yourself for a marriage. Most people will call it celibacy, but when you're a believer, it's really called abstinence. So Purity and Purpose really helps women to walk that walk, and not just that, but to walk into the purpose that God has for them, and breaking free from cycles and breaking free from relationships, and just really being the woman that God has called us to be, and letting women be able to just do what God called us to do. So just breaking free from every cycle. Depression, I went through so much in my life, so I think God's using what I went through to be able to minister to so many women.
Wow, that's so amazing. Could you tell us how it just helped you through college, theater, and life?
So I would say it really helped me through college, because a lot of people, they don't really, I don't want to put anyone out there judge anyone, but it's really rare to be able to say that you're waiting till marriage, and it's not an easy thing to do. I would be sitting here lying if I said, oh yeah, it's an easy journey. No, there were so many times where I was tempted. I wanted to give up. I was like, God, is this really for me? So I feel like just staying strong and true to who I am, and knowing that everything that we do, or if we stick to a commitment, God is going to honor that. And when we obey God, he sees that and he honors that. He's not going to leave us. The Bible tells us he will never leave or forsake us. So I think if I constantly stayed true to myself, and was like, I'm going to practice abstinence no matter how hard it gets. Like, I know that there's going to be breakthrough on the end. I know that many people are going to be blessed, but not just that, but doing it for the glory of God.
Yes, I love that. And knowing your story, like, you stand on business about purity and purpose.
Yes.
That's actually how I met you, through purity and purpose. And you just changed so many people's lives, so many young women's lives. I know you had an impact on me. You've had an impact on me. And I just know other women. So to see you graduate and just really stay and be about the kingdom and be about your purity and purpose, I really applaud that. And I really like that. And that you just keep on with you have that breakthrough. You're graduating now.
Yeah.
We're going to have to edit that out. Me saying that. But I just love that. And if you could leave us with any wisdom, any advice, what would that be?
Trust God, because it's not easy. Even with me graduating, I'm in a moment and position in my life as I'm entering to a next chapter. I'm really learning what it means to trust God. I'm really learning what it means to, you might not have it all figured out. Your friends might be getting the job that they've been praying for, all of that, knowing that it's coming, but in the midst, trust God. If I could tell anything, I would say trust God, because if you try to do things on your own, you're going to be left stranded. You're not gonna it's not gonna work out for your good. You have to really trust in him. We say that, oh yeah, we trust God, but when we're put in those situations to really trust him, it's like, okay, do you really trust God for real? I've had to ask myself that. Do I really trust God? Because why am I worried if I say I trust? When you trust someone, you shouldn't be worried. Although we are going to be worried because we're human and we have our flaws. But I'm learning in this season, in this new season that I'm going into, to really trust God, knowing that all things are going to work together for the good.
Yes, that is so true. Trust in the Lord and lean out on your own understanding. 2, 3. We call this show Broadcasting Breakthrough because everyone's got that moment when everything changes, when the struggle turns into strength. What's been your breakthrough moment?
Probably giving my life to Christ.
Yes, sister, that's mine too.
Literally, yes, giving my life to Christ and just trusting him with my purpose. Because when I didn't have God, I'm a pastor's kid, so I grew up in church, but I didn't really have a relationship with God until my senior year of high school, entering into college. So I would feel like my breakthrough moment was when God began to reveal to me what my purpose is in this life, so.
I love that, and you're walking in it. You're literally walking in. We see that now. Bria, thank you for your heart, your faith, and your fire, and for sharing your breakthrough with us. We'll be watching to see what you do, especially in theater. That's it for today's episode of Broadcasting Breakthrough. I am your host, Caitlin Baxter, reminding you, when purpose and persistence meet, breakthrough is inevitable. As always, keep striving for your breakthrough because the world doesn't need perfection. It needs you.